was the Viego ban really worth all of this? Because you
only so much, the Azir only so much, so if you add the Alistar in, can also headbutt, you know, pulverize when they come in and stuff like that.
So LeBlanc is going to have massive wave clear and aside, and I think that Chovy is going to have to be Chovy, right? To
Here we go once again, game number 2. A lot of us split on the predictions, but guarantee you the Gen G voters are sweating after game 1 and the game 2 draft. I know that I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Avern, but now he is just getting locked down.
Oh, look at this, the level 2 roam from Lehen's trades flash with Chovy, who puts up an emote, and is not very happy about that, as now Lehen seems to know he doesn't have flash, though. Probably getting first blood here as he's running away. Yep. Trying to give this one not to Chovy, ideally. As Peanut probably going to have to, yeah, now he's going to have to flash away. Very awkward as they give the kill to Delight. They do get it at the end of the day, but that's not the way that Gen G wanted to work that one.
Yeah, also, I don't think Lehen's really had to do that either. I think he could have just...
As you mentioned, all things considered, the bottom lane influence, definitely a big one, is now trying to get on top of the LeBlanc. Not an easy feat, but with Lehen's here again, and with Ignite, the flash steadfast presence, and Chovy is just going to be taken down. The kill goes over to Cuz, as man, Chovy just cannot get away with a safe laning phase.
I mean, aiming was getting pushed in. He was able to equalize the CS. He gets a back here. He's not even involved in
down here. They don't even need Delight here.
Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is they need to make something happen KT here with this Kai'Sa.
And they get something going. There's the ult on him with the Emperor's Divide. They should be able to get BDD down as the Keeper's Verdict not there on time. Joey just going to be pushed away as both supports were grouping up in mid play.
Also, aiming is going top here. Keen doesn't have teleport just yet. And he's just going to show here. Instant question mark ping.
He's like...
They're going to dive the Cassante. Don't know about this one.
It's like in solo queue when the guy just enters your lane and he's only got a stopwatch now. You're like, oh, okay, I guess this game is over.
And he's got a bunch of rejuve.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, no.
Here we go again. Third time today. Yeah, so they're just going to say 4 members top. We're trading turrets.
It's Aphelios with a massive wave. I don't think you're winning this one, KT, I'm afraid. No, I think you're actually losing this. You're indexing into losing this harder. Is now teleport from BDD going to come through Keen?
They will get first blood turret, though, with the Rift Heralds.
Yeah, so at least you got that, but, I mean, Paze is just like, thank you for more money. At the end of the day here, Doran is just going to sit here and let it go. And, I mean, BDD lost teleport for this as well. A lot of lost farm here. And, yes, Kai'Sa is going to pick up some plate gold and some of that first brick money. But the Shiv is still not in the inventory, and it needs to be as soon as possible. Chovy also looks like he's going to get a plate here as well, and KT, they fell behind.
By the way, that BDD did not seem to know that there was a follow-up coming in from the bottom side of the river, so he actually went in for the shield instead of trying to dash out. Probably would have gotten chained down, but would have given him enough time to survive with his jungle and support there. As now we got to fight over this Ocean Drake, Cuz trying to stick around. The teleport is coming in, the knock away as he steals away the dragon as well, picks it up, and now Lehen's gets Pace into a rough spot. In goes the Mesa, and immediately Amy is just going to take him out. That is the win in the 80 carry war right there. All of that gold that was on near Aphelios is now dead as a big team fight goes the way of KT.
KT are just such a decisive team. They are just so decisive, Valdez.
Chovy decides as well, okay, I'll give you a little bonus here as BDD going to take him down, not understanding that he was in trouble for some reason was Chovy, as now Peanut's in trouble. What is going on? The map is falling apart here for Gen G, and KT are lapping it up right now as Peanut on the run. They don't quite have enough damage as aiming is trying to get in, but another headbutt and Pulverize comes in as Delight looks like he might actually live and trade it as Ingo's aiming has to flash for this one. It's getting really messy now.
Aiming, see if he actually goes for the Void Seeker. I guess he doesn't have any vision here.
It's just another win for KT, another kill.
I mean, 2 kills for aiming in this game now, and you just fed this over. You had all sorts of control. And BDD's free farming. I mean, this is another kill to the Kai'Sa. The Kai'Sa that was so far behind, no longer the case here. And losing Flash as well, this team is falling apart.
It really is. And now Lehens has to go into his ult, but he should be fine. Might actually be able to turn this one around, as now they're going to fight Peas again. Nobody can protect him. It's just the free Aphelios buffet for KT. Over and over again.
I mean, this is also KT who, with that steal on the Dragon, went up to 2 laps onto an Alistair.
Yeah, and where's the protection for your Aphelios? It just doesn't exist. As, he's backing on a ward here. He should be able to get out, but I'm not sure that Delight will be as lucky. No flash here for Delight, and no way to hop over to Peanut. Just going to get knocked to the wall. Just another free kill as Teleport comes in. Buying some time is Delight, actually, but they knock away the Sejuani as now Azir turret is here, and Doran's just getting killed for free. As the Teleport, Genji, I mean, they are just falling apart right now.
This is not even Genji. Who is this? Who are these players? Your comp is supposed to protect the Aphelios in front to back and let him scale, and you're hard forcing fights.
Ever going to win that fight is Genji, like 0%.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
And there's just no reason to be out like that. I mean, now you're so far behind, maybe you have to have the conversation about hard forcing.
Well, now we're just going to kill the Boar Rider as Peanut's going to go down for free himself. KT, just immaculate setup here on the Vision and Genji. You can see they're really floundering, and KT every single time, they are right there to scoop it up as they will take this Rift Herald.
The MO for KT in this series was, okay, Peanut had a rough game 1. Let's mental boom this guy. Let's steal his jungle. Let's pick him nonstop. Let's force him to actually pick up the pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're really beating the dead horse, going maybe way too deep. Yeah. You talked about doing that emotional damage. I think they're really trying to put it in and do some extra here towards the end of this mid-game. As they will, you talked about the 2 Drakes early on and the 2 Rift Heralds, by the way, which KT did pick up. They have gotten everything on this map. They should be able to take this one. I don't think Doran's stealing this anytime soon. Peanut nowhere near. And the smite is not clean, but they did get the Drake. Yeah, good enough.
Clean. 2 smites back-to-back from
Game's been clean enough, they don't need to be that clean. It's fine.
His last one to steal was clean. Yeah, so it's okay. Threatened by a Renekton. The Poppy is so ahead that she could just walk towards them and ult. On spawn Baron here with Leandri's on this Azir. No Nashers yet, but the rush that they could have on this Baron with Kaisa is just so huge.
Yeah. You see Peanut, he's trying to threaten this. He's trying to get in the front line as the damage not quite there. They're trying to go for the turn. The Moonlit Vigil already coming down. Aiming not in the best spot here. Is going to be ulted over the wall. Aiming is not in this one, and Pace, perfect positioning. It's going to get a bit crocked here as he does have Keen right on top of him. Teleport now coming in from Doran from the top side. In he goes alone as now Kaisa, the artillery, comes in. They don't even need Kaisa.
That was so bizarre. He was on top of Aiming, who then was able to blast plant his way away, and then Doran just decides, well, I've got to get back to the fight, so he teleports in. And I know Valdez is giving me the blast eyes, but
imagine if blast plant wasn't there and we could just punish, poor play.
But at the end of the day, if he does kill Aiming, maybe there's actually a real contest angle here. But Aiming's coming back.
What is going on here? This whole game has been very bizarre. Here's Chovy. He's going to auto once.
Keen has Gore Drinker. He's level 13, Peanut.
Yeah. Nobody can challenge him. Like, that's why they're positioning so forward. They're like, okay.
And the
come
carries,
at us 2v4, I dare you.
The carries are back. Lehens is respawned. And they're like, you want to come and try it again? And Genji are like, yeah. And the Genji fans are like, please do not. Please don't.
Yeah, no, KT, this is what you got to do. You talked about pushing your advantages. 20 minutes, we're doing Baron. And they have more than enough damage. And their turn is insane as now Doran is taking up a lot of this. But again, they have just way too much. And the team isn't there. Look at Peanut. He's like standing on the flag. He's like, what do you want me to do? And KT, they should be able to take this down as BDD. Yeah, he's just going to get a free scoop of that nice Aphelios ice cream in the fight as well. Just a little bit of a, dessert here for KT. And down will go the Baron in their favor 22 minutes in.
Genji fans not here with something to prove, and I think they're hungry as Aiming gets pulled out in live. Yeah,
we're really beating the dead boar here. As really Aiming, he's not the young, very far behind Kaisa anymore. He is the one that feeds, and now he is 6-0.
And is this
he's in a good way, right? Like he's eating, he's eating very well, is what I mean.
Is this a Kaisa is broken angle? I mean, in some ways, kind of. But I think this is really just more about the fact that Gen G hard pushed into some really poor locations, and Kai'Sa's one of the best follow-up champions when she has these opportunities to fight skirmishes because she can arrive from so far away with Killer Instinct and does so much burst damage that you can assassinate PES, for example, and that first death for PES when
he's just going to be in mid.
Yeah.
And pushing this one. This game is over.
Imagine if BDD had Nashers. He does, and he is going to delete that turret, and that will be the inhibitor going down here. And yeah, this game is donezo. I mean, Keen,
he looks juicy. No, he's not. No, he's actually the strongest one. As they go in, they are going to try to go for it. He goes into his stopwatch, and the damage is very nicely spread, and Keen actually will go down. Did they go a little bit too far? As finally now in the backline goes, aiming, finds it, flashes in, almost takes out PES, but will take out the rest of the team, and the wall is just a little bit too heavy, because you don't need to do this. But
he wants to do it, Valdez!
Looks like he will. Okay, well, they're just going to end it. He's stopping him from backing, I guess.
Trophies on Raptors!
Yeah, they're getting stopped by some Raptors as now the turrets will fall. The W nearly takes him out as a couple more autos will do it. PES is not able to take anyone down or stop this Nexus from going. It's a 2-0 for KT Rolster tonight.
Look at Aiming and Lens. Aiming just stands up and says, give me a hug, buddy. 2-0. What's the ceremony? We got something planned? Let's see. Looks like maybe he's just going to go over here and do the little